There's something you don't see every day. Hello there, Sue. What are you doing? What are you doing? Saddest ride.
The ATM is now departing.
Because we're going back.
Hold onto the handrail.
I don't know if we're going to see
The
anything.
next stop is gates 1 through 29. Orlando and Central Florida have so much to offer. There's a good chance you get to see it all. So please come back and visit us again very soon. This is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, and we hope you enjoy your Orlando experience.
So we had a 2-hour delay on our flight, but we're getting ready to board now, so hopefully we'll get home without further incident. But the weather's nice and music, a little hot, so. But here we are, and we're very tired because we didn't sleep well last night, so. On our way home. Hello everybody, and welcome to our final Poppin Into Disney, I guess, wrap-up vlog for our summer 2017 trip. It's been a little while since we've been back. We've been caught up with lots of stuff.
Summer things.
Summer things.
End of summer things.
So we are, but we wanted to kind of do just kind of a follow-up. When we had our little intro video, we kind of went through a checklist of things that we'd like to do. And we'd like to see how well we did with that. But we do first want to say that the trip
was awesome. Yeah, it was a little longer than usual, and that really gave us opportunities to do more things and at a relaxed pace and not rush around and tire ourselves out so much.
Right, and we definitely would recommend it if you're able to do that. Mm-hmm. We recognize that it's expensive to stay in the Disney parks, in the Disney bubble, as they call it. But what we did to help alleviate some of the cost was we actually stayed in the Port Orleans French Quarter, mm-hmm. which is a little less expensive, and then moved over to the Beach Club Villas, which we did on our DVC Vacation Club points. You can look online all about DVC. Mm-hmm. We're also annual pass holders. I think the rule of thumb is that if you are going to go to Disney at any configuration of days within a year, more than 10 days, get an annual pass. There's no park pass Magic Your Way option that will do anything as good as an annual pass would if you go 11 or more days.
Right, and there's discounts when you purchase things.
Discounts were crazy on this trip.
Yeah, they had a special thing going. It was like 20% almost everywhere.
Yeah, like you just, and one thing you should do is when you go into any shop, any restaurant, any counter service, no matter where you go,
always ask
if there are any discounts. I mean, we're very much Disney fanatics, so we have the Disney Visa card. We are D23 members. We are DVC members. We are annual pass holders. So we're Castaway Club members for. Oh, yeah. We forgot about that for the cruise. Yes. So not most of the time that might not mean anything, but if you sit and you have all your cards in your wallet and you say, hey, do you take any discounts? And usually they do to some degree of one. But it doesn't hurt to ask, even if they say no. So great trip. Lots of cool stuff that we did.
Yeah.
Things that we didn't always do. Things that we tried different for this trip.
Yeah, that's it too. When you go for a longer period of time, you get to try things that you don't always get around to on previous trips. So that was nice to try some new things.
Yeah, and when you know, and again, we're not up at the crack of dawn, staying out until 1, 2 a.m. and repeating every day. Nothing like that.
No.
For us, it's like a 2 hour a day, 3 hour a day, you know, in the morning and then in the evening, maybe a little longer in the evening because in the summer it's kind of hot, but the weather starts to cool off in the afternoon, evening.
I mean, we had some rain issues here and there,
but less than usual.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, normally you could every day
kind
plan.
of power through with an umbrella and ponchos.
Yeah, ponchos are really good. They just help keep you.
If you remember to pack them.
Yes. We always I try to keep them once they're dry. You know, I try to roll them up real tight and keep them in the suitcases. Because at least then we know we're going to take out the suitcase and there they are. So, good tip. All right, so what do we say we kind of go through? Is this sorted by park? I think.
Pretty much. Yeah, there's a couple of things that maybe didn't go exactly in the right.
Oh, okay. So we can just kind of go through. So,
all right.
As I said, this checklist was more for fun. It wasn't like...
It's just like a wish list. Like, oh, here's the things that, let's try to do these on this trip. And let's see how many we can get through.
Right. And, you know, and again, without rushing, without feeling, oh, we got to go do this, we got to do that. It wasn't anything like that at all. But with a little bit...
And we did take advantage of a lot of reservations and fast passes.
Yeah, so say with a little bit of planning,
definitely,
there were things we were able to do. We are big fans of the fast pass. We do not wait in lines.
Hardly ever.
Hardly at all. You know, again, going to the length that we go, you can easily set up fast passes for all the popular attractions and even the less popular ones, which will involve little to no waiting. So obviously, right on our top of our list was Mickey Bars, which, you know, that's a must.
We had a few here and there.
Yes. Photo with Mickey,
Definitely.
Yes. We did that as well. We did not get to see the Dapper Dance.
Stop and watch them, but I think we saw them from afar.
Yeah, we saw them like walking. We were walking past. We were leaving, or we had a fast pass somewhere or whatever. We saw them in a distance, but we didn't get a chance to sit or stand and watch their.
Right. The trolley show.
Oh yeah, got to see the trolley show.
Happily Ever After fireworks with the dessert.
Yes, the dessert party. We liked the dessert party.
It was okay,
but it was
other ones are better.
We'll get to the other one that we like better, but. There were also fast pass places, I think, that you can watch from. The best part about the dessert party was where you get to stand.
Right, to see the show, because you're right in that, what do they call that area?
Esplanade or something.
Yeah, where
it's that new
like
hub.
Little grass area where people can sit or stand, and it's like right facing the castle, hardly any obstruction of view. So. Yep.
But the Happily Ever After fireworks, awesome.
Really nice. Yes.
Definitely recommending that you try to see it up close, because it's cool to see it from the back, or if you're watching it from like the California Grill or one of these or on the beach of one of the other resorts, it's great, but you want to be up close to see the castle projections.
Right.
They're really intense and fun and part of the show. We didn't ride on a Main Street vehicle.
No, we didn't ride on a Main Street vehicle, although we did in Disneyland.
Yes.
Back in the spring.
And that wasn't just any Disney vehicle. That was the fire engine that Walt Disney used to drive in the morning before the guests came in. So.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I got to ring the bell.
Yeah, he rang the bell. Woohoo! Okay, ice cream sandwich.
Oh, at the baker, the ice cream shop, you can actually get an ice cream sandwich, which is like they have this huge chocolate chip cookie with a scoop of ice cream. I think we got mint chocolate chip. And then another cookie. We split it.
Yeah, we did that on most of the trip. We pretty much split our meals.
I mean, this is a personal preference thing, but you know, we are people that I wouldn't call us health nuts in any way, but I would say that we're health conscious.
Right. And I know we went on vacation in the heat, and if you eat too much, you just don't feel well.
I mean, you look at food, you know, like especially when you're seeing like a lot of food blogs and things, and you get so excited. I gotta have that. I gotta eat that. I gotta eat that. And then you go out there and you eat it, and you know, you eat tons more food than you normally are used to eating.
The Disney portions are very generous, so by splitting them, we had just enough, and then if we see something else we like, we can eat that also.
Yeah, and we can split that.
Right.
And again, we've read, you know, and again, this might sound boring to some people, but we've read, you know, that when you're really craving something, that, you know, 3 bites of it is all you really need to satisfy the craving. And, you know, of course, if you have a bowl of ice cream this big and you're the only one eating it, you know, 3 bites, you'll look at it and you'll think, well, I can still eat more, and then you finish the whole thing, and then you feel kind of sick after that. But
Okay.
doing that, so
right.
good point of, you know, take it or leave it. Good piece of advice. The ragtime pianist, yeah, we didn't really. Again, we might have seen him in passing.
I saw him when we were walking by one time.
We had a corn dog.
Yes.
That-
on the boardwalk.
Yes, that was actually.
There's like a little stand kiosk, and we were
That
just
was
like
actually,
craving
yeah.
that. That was really good.
We
didn't share that.
No,
we had our own.
we each had our own.
Okay,
We did the People Mover.
We did the People Mover.
We went on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin.
Yep.
We did the Laugh Floor. The Carousel of Progress.
Of course.
We did Astro Orbiter. We will not be doing that again.
I will never do that again. Oh my gosh.
For one thing, they tried to jam us into one car, which was. It's not that we were
awkward.
It's not that we were so big that we could fit in it, but it was just like left to right. It was just a little bit tough for.
And like I don't know.
Let me put it this way.
Not my thing.
If you're like going on a ride and they want to combine you with a complete stranger, don't do it unless you like being like, you know,
you need your little
personal
space in there.
It's crazy. We didn't get to see Sunny Eclipse, which we usually like to see.
Yeah.
We didn't get on Dumbo, and we didn't do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I did book a fast pass for it. I always book a fast pass for it because if ever comes a time that we are gonna want to do it, I don't want to have to wait in the line, and there's always a wait. Mm-hmm. But we ended up just not bothering. Not that we don't like it. I mean, Cindy's never been on it. I've been on it. It's fun, but is it like I have to do it every time? No. So we just kind of take it.
Yeah, I like rides. I used to ride everything, and then as I got older, for some reason, I just can't do it anymore, which is disappointing, but it kind of ruins my day if I go on something and I don't feel well after it. So there's certain things I'll do, no problem, and other things I just kind of avoid so that I feel okay.
And for me, I just enjoy being with her and being on vacation, and if she doesn't want to do a ride, I generally don't want to go off and do it and be a part. You know, just because I'm having just as much fun, you know, getting a corn dog or going to see a show or watching one of the performing groups.
Okay, let's keep going. All right, Be Our Guest Breakfast. That was great.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Small World, of course.
Small World.
We didn't ride the carousel or people.
I mean, some of these things, it's just that we ran out of time, even though we were there for a long time. It depends on what park you're in and what else you're doing there and the weather and lots of things and lines and whatever. But, Carousel and Peter Pan we didn't get to.
I love Peter Pan, but I don't get the 75-minute wait for Peter Pan.
A lot of people like that.
I just think it's maybe like it's nostalgic or something. I don't know.
All right, we met Rapunzel. She was awesome.
We went down.
We talked about our hair. Hers grows much faster than mine. Mickey's PhilharMagic, of course.
Oh, we had mac and cheese at the Electric Umbrella, I think, or someplace.
Very good.
We didn't get a LeFou's Brew this time.
No.
We did Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion, but not the Riverboat.
Nope. We did, the Muppet Great Moment in History. Columbia Harbor House we ate twice, I think.
Yeah, love that place.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Dole Whip. Tiki Room. We did all that. Tiki Room, you know, that's
not my biggest.
I only enjoy it because it's like it's an original classic Walt Disney.
And that's the best part about it.
But you know, it's okay. We don't go every time. Oh my god! And a whole lot of names.
No magic carpet.
Oh, the Skipper Canteen. That's a restaurant. That's a restaurant.
We walked. Wait, which one?
Skipper, the Jungle Cruise,
yes.
like spin-off.
Yes, and that is really great.
Great food.
Really different stuff. And the skippers that are the servers, they will come, they'll just like sit down with you and tell jokes and talk to you. It's really fun.
And the funny thing too is that we never make a reservation for that. We've always just walked in and they seat us within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long that's going to be. But it's a pretty big restaurant too.
Yeah,
it's surprisingly big.
It's really fun. Soarin', of course, definitely. Test Track.
Yeah. We had a cronut.
Spaceship Earth. Imagination with Figment, definitely.
The Pixar Film Fest, which is now where Captain EO and Honey, I Shrunk the Audience used to be. Those are fun. They're
just shorts.
Put in a few new ones. And since that theater kind of shakes and has some smoke and lighting effects, some of the things
it's pretty immersive.
They immersed you in it. It was fun.
We went to the GVC Lounge. We actually printed something, right?
Yeah, I think we printed something. I forgot.
We printed something out.
Oh yeah, we printed because our daughter and my mom joined us on the latter part of the trip the last couple of days. we actually printed some flight information.
Right, just to make sure we had a copy.
So that was nice, free, you know, and it's not free elsewhere.
And you get, you know, the machines with all the different drinks, so that was fun. And it's nice and cool. And then we were looking up information about other trips, like how points for the different resorts.
Oh yeah, because there's like a Wi-Fi connection and a computer, so you can just sit on the computer and start doing searching. So that's
for DVC members.
It says we did pin trading. I don't know, did we actually do pin trading? I don't think we did.
Not really.
No, I mean,
I don't know why that's.
Pin trading was more of a thing our daughter did. I would have done some had I A, remembered to bring the pins I trade, and B, seen something that I thought our daughter would like. But
of course, we went to Club Cool.
That's where you get free Coke samples, Coca-Cola products.
And of course, Beverly, we always just have to have some just to remember how much we don't like it.
From Italy. Beverly is a Coca-Cola product from Italy designed to cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate. Whoa.
Makes you not want to drink anything.
Yeah, very few people like it, but it's fun to watch people try it and make faces.
And we did watch the fountain show right outside of there. The Agent Perry kind of game that goes around World Showcase, we didn't do that this time.
Do that. Mexico ride and nachos.
The Frozen ride.
The Frozen ride was so good.
Okay.
We had a fast pass because it's such a long line, but it was great.
And I gotta say this, gotta put this out there. And now I know that those naysayers who want to bring back Maelstrom. I get it. Okay, the nostalgia factor, I get it. But this was very well done for having to stick to the footprint.
Repurpose the whole attraction. It was great.
So much fun, and it was still a huge wait. I mean, not for us because we did Fast Pass, but now they do a thing now where with Illuminations, you can do like a Frozen party where you go to see you go for a dessert party, you go watch Illuminations, and then when everybody's leaving, all the people that were part of the party get escorted back into Norway to ride the Frozen attraction.
One last time at the end of the evening.
At the end of the evening. That to me is really smart of Disney to do that because it's a great thing.
All right.
So then we didn't see Mariachi Cobra.
They weren't playing.
Didn't see
when we were around
They just never were playing when we were there.
School bread, we tried that. That was really good.
I was in Norway, yeah.
I didn't try my Tipsy Ducks in Love drink.
You know,
these things that we haven't done, we're going to like push up on our list for next time.
Exactly. And there'll probably be new things for us to try next time. And the other thing too is that, you know, we're always a little cautious about alcoholic beverages in such a hot day, which is every day in the summer. So but maybe we'll try it.
Didn't do Reflections of China beer. We didn't do beer and bratwurst, but I did have a pretzel.
We did get one of the big pretzels, like the beer pretzels and beer pretzels.
We saw the Outside German band.
We did not do Via Napoli,
which definitely next time because their pizza is so good.
Tutto Gusto.
Wine bar. Nope.
Quick sidebar about Via Napoli. Last year we did Via Napoli and we got a pizza, but we got the large pizza. We didn't realize it was like as big as the table. It comes back like this big. I mean, and there were the three of us, and we kind of just looked at it like, all right, well. I mean, it was very thin crust. I mean, it was good. If there were like 5 people, 5 or 6, it would have been enough. It would have been perfect. It was huge. Did not realize it was that big. We left about. Be careful when ordering. Because it was expensive too. So. All right. American Adventure. Yes, did that. Didn't see the Voice of Liberty summer concert series. When we walked by, it never seemed to be happening. No, didn't do shaved ice. We didn't do pastries in France or no, not too many French things. Okay, we did fish and chips. That was good. And we didn't get to see the British Invasion, but we did do the Canada movie. That was fun, actually. The Canada movie with Martin Short. That was neat. Okay, so moving. Canadian folk music. There's a group that plays on the side that we didn't see that. So we'll look for them next time. Illuminations, yes. We met Mary Poppins. We figured Poppins into Disney. We probably should meet Mary Poppins. She's so sweet. Yes. Festival of Fantasy Parade. That was back in Magic Kingdom. Some of these are mixed up. Now we're into Hollywood Studios. Let's see. Oh, we got our Starbucks refreshers, which are great. The strawberry ones, they're so good. And they're very low calorie and they taste delicious. It's fantastic. The first order march, we just kept watching that as much as we could. That was so scary, but so cool. We don't understand. I mean, look, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but even I don't understand what the appeal is. But I love it. Yeah, it's just so intense and it's just amazing. It takes over the whole place. The music just fills the whole. It's so cool. Part of that part, anyway. Advance. Yeah, I love it. The launch bay, Star Wars launch bay, fun.
That was fun.
The dessert party.
That's the one to go to.
The Star Wars Galactic Dessert Party.
Yep.
We cannot stress. First of all, let's just quickly go through it. They took you. It was a nice day, but they took you inside the launch bay to have your desserts, and it wasn't just dessert. There was hummus. And there was veggies, which was so nice. And cheese, because you could, sometimes just eating all those sweets, it can, really, you start to feel weird. So we had a lot of the hummus and cheese and crackers. We mixed it
up a little bit.
And then a little bit of
desserts.
desserts.
There were alcoholic punch beverages and regular, there's water and other
and lemonade, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they had, they were having characters come around, like the Jawas would come up and see you. I heard that.
Although the Jawas are gone.
Yeah, they're gone now.
I don't know why, but they took them away.
Maybe, hopefully they'll replace with something else. But
send them to another planet or something.
And then they escort you out to the viewing area. On your way out, they gave you as part of your package, they gave you we got TIE Fighter, first order TIE Fighter popcorn buckets, which is incredible because we each got one. So, we ended up giving one to a friend and she's going to take one to work, but they're fantastic. Then they take us out to the viewing area, which is right in the front, a little off to the side, but it's boom, you get the best view of the whole thing.
Right.
Can't say enough about it.
But you should always be ready that at the last second, someone puts their child up on their shoulders right in front of you. But it was fine. You can kind of shift your position and get a good view. We
wish that they would say not to do that.
But we don't want kids to miss out on it.
We don't want the kids to miss it either.
So you just deal.
But the space isn't so big. What you could do is you could just ask all the kids to sit in the front.
Yeah.
Which some of them did. There were a lot of kids just sitting right in the front, and it was good. Okay, so where are we? We didn't do the movie magic. Yeah, one night there was a movie. They had a pre-show before the Star Wars. There was a movie magic, like a whole Hollywood Studios. Basically, it was all Disney movies, not Star Wars because they have their own. But it was all these other Disney movies, and it was really nice. But we didn't get a chance to see that. I did Star Tours.
Star Tours.
That is the only ride that I will ride without her. Like, she doesn't feel comfortable doing it, so I'm like, all right.
I used to love to ride it, and then I didn't.
Yeah, so I'm still trying to get her.
Maybe like at the end of a night or something,
have to try
I'll go and I'll do it, and if I don't feel good, we're leaving anyway. So we'll see. 50s Prime Time, that was awesome. That was with our daughter and his mom, and great meal. And our waitress gave us a little business, but not too much.
Yeah, like there are some people that love getting given the business, where they tell you, keep your elbows off the table.
And put your device away.
And then there are others that don't want that at all.
And then some of them seem to the servers really got into it, and some were just I don't know if they kind of feel, kind of get a feeling of, if, are you going to be receptive to that, or is that going to drive you crazy? So
I think I've heard you can go at the beginning and tell them when you first check in that you want you want the full Monty.
Right. Or that, no.
You don't want any of that.
We're not into that, so.
But it was fine.
It was good. It was really great food.
We didn't get to Sci-Fi Dine-In or Brown Derby Lounge.
Great movie ride. We rode it a few times, and we made sure that we went one last time before we left because it's done.
So disappointed that the week after we got back, they had a Disney blog special thing where you could go. Well, I guess you had to get invited, and you could walk through it, which I thought
pictures and really check it out up close. It would be really fun.
Yeah.
Jedi training. From Backlot Express. Yeah,
we watched it. We don't do it, but
Mama Melrose. Oh yeah, that was really good for dinner.
Right. We didn't get to Pizza Rizzo.
It was kind of weird. It was closed.
Every time we wanted to check it out,
a couple times we walked by and it was closed. But they have a really good view if you go upstairs.
Right.
And sit outside on the little porch balcony. You can kind of see over the wall and see what's going on in Star Wars land.
As they're
what's the edge of
Galaxy's Edge.
Yes. You can kind of get a little peek at what's happening over there.
All right, and then he did Indiana Jones, and once again it closed early because
there's bad weather.
Bad weather.
Poured, crazy pouring, and so they couldn't do all the.
But we've seen it enough times that it was kind of neat to see how they changed it.
Our honeymoon, he was actually part of the show, and another time we went, and our
daughter was part of the show. So. Yeah, Muppet Vision 3D. We got to see that. We didn't do. Oh wait, I did do Build a Droid. I built a droid.
Okay.
So yay, I built a couple of droids.
Yeah.
Because they had new C-3PO or Protocol droid. The full size droid building kits. So I picked a bunch of those out. New Mickey earrings.
Oh yeah, I got two new pair actually.
Yeah, music of Pixar. Awesome.
That was awesome.
I hope that they continue with
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, at least in the summer months. I always feel like they have all this stuff that goes on, you know, food and wine in the fall, the Halloween parties, the Christmas parties, the arts, the Festival of the Arts in the winter, the marathons. But in the summer, they just kind of rely on just it being the summer. Well, this seemed like a nice little addition to it's only running in the summer, which was really cool because we can only pretty much travel for long stretches in the summer. So it was nice. And being a musician, it was...
Yeah, live musicians with movie clips running in the background.
Really a cool thing.
And then when you get... was that a fast pass? Or how did
we did it. We did dining.
Oh, right.
Like the Mama Melrose.
Mama Melrose, and then they give you seating for that. And we had a little issue with... we had to reschedule something, and they were great about just making some changes.
Because of thunder and lightning, the boat rides in the resorts.
Right, so we didn't get there. We ended up part of the way out. They wouldn't let more than one boat dock at Hollywood Studios.
Oh yeah.
So we had to go back, and then we had to find another way to get over there. And
they run buses.
Our reservation.
Like when they don't run boats in any of the waterways if it's lightning.
Right.
And which is a safety measure.
Within a certain amount of miles.
Within 5 miles or something.
Yeah.
It's a great safety measure. We totally applaud it.
But it kind of messes you up when you
when you have a reservation. But generally speaking, if you speak to wherever you're going, if you're late and you explain your situation, more times than not, they will understand and they will make it work.
We have more to get
Yes, we got to get through here. Okay.
Going long here.
Pandora. Pandora.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much to talk about.
I know. That was amazing. Flight of Passage. That I liked a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The first time I closed my eyes a few times just because it felt weird. But then the second time I made sure that I paid attention to everything, and it was really cool.
It was so much. It was so...
we can't even... the most amazing, like, immersive thing. Like, wow.
Take our word for it. I mean, there's one video. I think Disney put out a video where you can kind of see what it looks like from the vantage point when you're on the ride itself. But they don't let anybody do videos.
It would be too difficult. Also,
yeah, it's too difficult.
The way it's set up in the glasses.
It's incredible. It's people call it like Soarin', as we've said on our previous bikes. I think our daughter called it Soarin' 10.0 or something. It was very intense. Navi River Journey.
That was okay. It was
very pretty. Some people
not a long wait.
No,
it moves, it's just a boat ride. It kind of moves.
Yeah, it's a boat ride.
It's
it's kind of like Small World meets the Pandora. It's just a nice little kind of quaint, quiet going in. It's at night, so it's kind of immersive in that sense.
All right, so Flame Tree Barbecue. We didn't have time to eat at every single place. Right. Kilimanjaro Safari, we did twice, one at night, one in the daytime. We definitely saw more animals in the daytime.
Yeah. Last time we did it, the first time they did it at night, we saw plenty of animals, but
not this
not as much. Dinosaur we did. Finding Nemo the musical. Great fast pass for that because it gets you in the front.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
And can't miss a thing.
We didn't get over to Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Affection section. Tusker House for breakfast, as usual. The characters are in their safari attire. It's fun. Pictures.
And we didn't get to Yak and Yeti or takeout or anything with that.
No.
Okay, Disney Springs.
Deluxe burger. Yum.
Yes.
So we definitely split that one because it was very filling. The fries are great and the burgers are
I'm shocked we didn't get to Earl of Sandwich. That's like
I know. We always go there.
Blaze Pizza. Another good one.
Really good too.
And again, we shared. We shared a burger.
Yeah.
We shared Blaze Pizza. We didn't get to Splitsville this time.
No, and that that kind of takes up a lot of time if you go in and play, if you bowl or whatever. But we didn't feel the need to do that with all the other things we were doing. We saw Cars 3 at the movies.
Really
that
nice.
was great.
We went past the Marvel store. We did go in for a brief.
Just peeked in there.
Yeah.
Art of Animation.
Did we go there?
Disney Springs.
The store. We were thinking of the resort.
Yeah, we went past food trucks, but it wasn't like a time when we were hungry.
Then some of our resorts, Grand Floridian. We saw the Society Orchestra. We went into the soap shop.
We did afternoon tea. We had a reservation for that. That was really cool. They had a little teapot, a little cover over it. Oh, and then while we were there, Cinderella and Prince Charming came down the staircase and they played a waltz.
And everybody danced.
And we danced.
And we danced because we know how to waltz.
Yes.
So
that was kind of fun.
Yes.
Felt like we were at the ball.
And we didn't get into Meisner's Lounge. We've been wanting to do that for years.
Next time.
We'll get it. It's on the top of the list.
The luau. We did that really early
yes,
in
early
the trip,
in our trip.
and that was really great. It was
and
a good night.
And it was on 4th of July, and they stopped the luau at just like 5 minutes before the fireworks.
Like all the show part of it.
Right.
It was after we ate.
They escorted everybody out onto the beach, and we watched the fireworks.
From the beach.
From the beach.
That was
great.
Cool. That was really cool.
We didn't do the Kona Cafe. We tried Trader Sam's, but it was...
We walked in, it was so
crowded.
It's always crowded.
I've heard you got to get there like right at 4:30, right when it opens, and then
Yeah. The wave, we didn't get to try this time. We saw Bay Lake fireworks viewing.
Oh, when we were staying the last night, we were staying at Bay Lake Tower, and we were able to stop and watch some of the fireworks just
after the hoop-de-doo.
Yeah, after we got back from hoop-de-doo, which we'll talk about in a second. Cape May Cafe.
We had their
breakfast at the beach club.
The breakfast buffet, which is always really good.
We didn't get on a water mouse.
No water mouse.
And we didn't get into Stormwell. I got in with my daughter, our daughter, for a little bit with my mom.
Swim.
But
went to Beaches and Cream. Beaches and Cream a couple times for ice cream.
Yep.
I think we shared there too.
Yep, and we just walked around all the Epcot resorts.
Yeah.
Didn't get to Jelly Rolls this time or the Abracadabra.
Our daughter's over 21 now, so when we have a little more time with her down there, we'll probably go in and
part of the reason
check
was
those out more.
She was only there she's normally used to coming a long distance like we do, or a long time like we do, but because she was on a trip and she was in London, she wasn't able to do that. So she was only there for 4 days. Well, she wanted to go on a lot of things and do a lot of things her way. We were together a lot.
That's fine.
But there were times we said, "Can I go back in the park?" Or, yeah, of course you can.
She went back and did the Flight of Passage. She waited.
Yeah. I mean, she did it with us.
Because she said, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So she did it once with us with a fast pass, and then she went back because she liked it so much.
So we did do, finally, after all these years, we've never done the Hoop-de-Doo review.
And that was really fun.
It was, I can't get
buckets of food.
Yeah, literally buckets of food.
It was and great entertainment.
And you could ask for more if you want, but we didn't need more.
No,
they said they give you plenty of food.
Yeah, that was really good.
And the live musicians, just two, a piano and banjo, but they were phenomenal. And then all the performers were great.
Were fun, amazing.
We didn't get to see the Rivers of Light show. Maybe next time. That's on the top of the list.
Right.
We finally got to see the Frozen sing-along.
That was fun.
We met Disney Pals at Epcot, where you can go into like a place, and there was like 5 of them all lined up.
Right, so you just go down the line and get your pictures. That was good.
And we did, again, we talked about the fireworks one already. We did Living with the Land. And of course, Toy Story Mania. So
couple times.
Yes, multiple times on that. That's less of a wait these days because of the second track they built. So as you can see, we did a lot of stuff, and again, none of it was rushed.
And we did a lot of fast passes and reservations. So that helped.
And we recognize that people can sometimes can only go for between maybe 7 days.
Prioritize what you want to do. Take advantage of fast passes.
And don't look at we did not feel 1 ounce of regret of anything we didn't get to do.
Right.
Just put the top of your list of what you think is absolutely a must, and everything else. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just put it on your list for maybe the next time. And I don't know if we mentioned, but Ellen's Energy Adventure, we did get on there.
We did that one last time.
Because that was closing too.
Right.
We're not as attached to that one as Great Movie Ride.
It was okay.
But it was, it was fun to be on it. And
something we've gone to over the years now and then. So one last time there.
So, we do, at this point, unlike some people who we watch some bloggers who seem to go like 5 times a year, and it's awesome.
Good for them.
We are envious, but we are unable to do that. So we are going twice a year now. We go in the winter time for a weekend. So we'll maybe do a short, maybe we'll do like I'll edit it together, one long vlog for that whole trip. And then we'll be back in the summer of 2018. And we will be doing this again at that point. So again, I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. And please share, like, subscribe. But as I said, don't expect too many more these days. If anybody's into Star Wars collecting, an unboxing. I have an unboxing channel. I'm sure a lot of you might already know. It's Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. So just look for that. Look for Darth Tuba on YouTube, and you can see weekly videos that come out usually twice a week. But then we'll get back into our Disney videos on this channel once we do our next trip. So,
all right. So one final popping
out.